Desperate measures. Charles Bolton, a.k.a. Black Bart, robbed 28 Wells Fargo stagecoaches, often leaving a taunting verse in the plundered strongbox. Upon his release from San Quentin, he assured the warden that his life of crime was over. Asked if he was still going to write poetry, Bolton said, "I repeat, sir, I am through with my life of crime." Part of me feels really bad about this, but it's too late. There's no turning back now. Here comes another no-account poem that someone with nothing to lose is waving in your face, and it's time to reach for the blue sky again. Sadly, there's no way of knowing if the poem is actually loaded or not. It could be just a bar of soap carved into the plausible shape of a poem, or a dime store water pistol knockoff of the real thing. Although history doesn't seem to favor jumping to those reckless conclusions. I say, better to play it safe. No one's going to get hurt today if you listen carefully. Remember the cardinal rule the boss recited on your first night of clerking at the Gas and Go. There's no arguing with a poem. It's too easy to get messed up, and for what? When you get right down to it, give the guy with the poem anything he asks for. Whatever you do, please don't misunderstand what this is all about. I want the full attention of your life, right up to this nerve-wracking moment. Give me everything you've got. Don't be caught dead on the business end of an extended metaphor. This is what happens when an unwitting public crosses over into literature's high-crime neighborhood. Although I'm guessing you have at least some pop-gun verse of your own holstered conveniently within reach. These days, who isn't packing a version of poetry heat? You wanted to feel the sensation of running just once with the wrong crowd. Don't even think about it if you know what's good. I have bigger things still in my coat pocket, a ballad that doesn't know when to quit, or an epic in heroic couplets that would absolutely blow you away. So don't go somehow thinking the world needs your heroics too. Now step away from this page, nice and slow. There's no cause for alarm. You've stared down the dark barrel of sawed-off inspiration long enough, and you're going to live to tell about it, for all the good that does. As far as anyone else is concerned, this whole thing never happened. It never really does. Later, you can file a report with the glassy-eyed desk cop or your local community college professor of English. They're not about to put a stop to any of this senseless poetry violence. They've been on the take for years, paid to look the other way. They need the small-time, good-for-nothing hoodlum likes of me. I'm their business, and that's not saying much, but it's a modest living for us all. I can promise you this. It won't be long until I'm giving myself up to the authorities again, to anyone who will listen. And as usual, they'll have no idea what in the world I'm talking about. That's why I need you out there. That's why I'm letting you go. I'm telling you, word for adamant word, what I told you the last time. Generally, I work alone, so this has to be the end of the line, where we take one last deep breath together before making our separate tracks back into the silence. Each of us imagining what we just got away with, at least for another few minutes, in the middle of our unsuspected lives.